An amazing win for the Lions, and the only footage I have is of Leinster scoring. Look at them loaded at the back. Just short ball through the gap, Rappi. And that's it. The greatest rugby documentary ever is over. But my film career might only just be taking off. Why else would SuperSport have sent me this lovely Chasing the Sun 2 gift box? And so it was with great excitement and a sense of critics' responsibility that I donned my Chasing the Sun 2 cricket hat and my Chasing the Sun 2 braai apron, filled my Chasing the Sun 2 beer glass, opened the complimentary snacks, and placed my new Chasing the Sun 1 DVD box set just so I could view the final episode without any bias. Right into the racism allegations against Bongi we went. No warning, no warm-up. All that drama led to the best line delivery ever by Kolisi, followed by the monster game against New Zealand. Like with my past videos, I won't go into a play-by-play on the whole episode because that is a recap, not a review. Instead, I can say that the depiction of the pace and ferocity of that game is incredible. At times it looks like Faf de Klerk is stuck in a tornado. The poor oak gets flung across the screen like a ragdoll on multiple occasions. The way that tension was built and released through editing and music kept my heart racing, and it felt like I was right back there on 23 October 2023, full of nerves and excitement and loving every minute of it. I think that's the highest praise I can give this series, that it manages to break the barrier between myself and the past, making me sweat and hyperventilate like I was right back there in the action again. And we all know, of course, how it ended. While we're shown the joy and celebrations across South Africa, we get some honest interviews with the players that tugged at my heartstrings until they snapped. Dwayne's words especially hit me hard because we are almost the same age and we're both young fathers. A little tear. Actually, quite a lot of tears. A sports documentary up there with the best ever, and I hope as many people as possible get to see it. 5 Malherbes out of 5 again, with the best bit being Kolisi's diplomatic description of the English press. Now sadly I must put my burgeoning career in the world of film on hold. And even more sadly, it's hot here again, which means no sleep for the kids, which means no sleep for Dad. And Dad needs to take out his anger on something, maybe the Urk and its infuriating results. The first of which involved Ulster playing host to Cardiff. A 79th minute penalty from Cooney snatched the great upset out of Cardiff's hands and kept Ulster above a team I am definitely not rooting for on the table. At least another clip was added to the Jacob Stockdale Grabs Air playlist. I never expected the Challenge Cup focused Sharks to go to Glasgow and help the other SAFA teams. In fact, they've been so unhelpful this year, I expect them to lose all their remaining games by a bonus point except the one against the Bulls. 21-10 for Glasgow. On sunny Saturday, my eldest accompanied me to Ellis Park to see true South African patriots do their thing. The Lions hosted the still dangerous Reece Ruddock All-Stars, and what was it that I said last week? To see the Lions beat Leinster. Lions beat Leinster.
Lions beat Leinster.
Called it. If you ignore the 10,000 other times I got predictions wrong, I totally called it. 44 points to 12, just what the Bulls and Stormers needed. Surely they would reciprocate. Benetton hosted the Dragons at about the same time, so I did not get to see it. The highlights show that it was a last interception wins kind of match that the hosts took easily, because this ain't your mama's Benetton. We headed into the big game of the weekend next, as the no doubt well-rested and prepared Bulls hosted Munster at impregnable Fortress Loftus. The sarcasm is obvious, right? The Bulls blew it and gave Munster an ultra-valuable win in South Africa, helping the men from Limerick jump up to 3rd on the log. Okay, fine. Munster are in good form, they are the reigning champions, and they are filled with quality players. Surely the Stormers would help their fellow South African teams climb up the log with a commanding win over the Ospreys. The sarcasm is obvious, right? I don't know what the Stormers thought the Ospreys would bring, but they weren't playing like a team respecting the opposition, flinging the ball about like some baseball version of rugby, winning every moral victory but losing on the scoreboard. 27 points to 21 for the Ospreys, and yet another great scalp for Toby Booth and the boys from Swansea. At about the same time that the Stormers were choking on their own smug clouds, Connacht were putting on the performance of a team who very much respected the visiting Zebre Parma. They were so respectful that they thrashed Zebre by 54 points to 16. Hooray for them. The last game of the weekend was between Edinburgh and the visiting Scarlets. The visitors are down in the dumps and Edinburgh was not in a charitable mood, so the 43-18 result wasn't very surprising. All of that leaves the Urk in no more clear position than it was before the start of the weekend. The word logjam springs to mind, and if some of the results this weekend go in totally plausible directions, we could have Glasgow leading the competition with only 2 rounds left to go. I am rooting for Cardiff, Benetton and the Bulls this weekend, solely because I love rugby and no other reason at all. Okay, a quick fire news segment. Quick. The Autumn Nations Cup schedule was revealed this week, and I might be in the minority here, but it's all a little meh for me. Maybe it's a post-World Cup hangover and all that chasing the sun stuff, but I am so tired of playing Wales and Scotland and England and whoever. It's the post-World Cup year. Let's play Portugal in a return fixture, or maybe go to Georgia. Get a little weird. Then we can all go back to normal next year. We all know why this won't happen, because money. But it would have been fun. Guess I'll probably still be pretty pumped for the games by the time they roll around. Look at what I'm wearing. And finally, the Crusaders are at the bottom of the Super Rugby table. Is that news? Debatable. But if you've been under the heel of that juggernaut for the best part of 25 years, you will take every little dig that you can. I'm sure now that I've mentioned this, they will go on a winning run and champions ×8 will be on the cards. But I am enjoying this while I can. Sorry for being petty. And I hope you enjoyed this week's rugby update. I will see you all next week so we can chat about the Lions clipping yet another Irish team's wings and still not climbing the fucking table. Bye.